Going today, guys. Hey, I have some funny things to read, or funny thing to read to you today. You're going to get a kick out of this. It's really some crazy things that the system has decided, and it's kind of mental manipulation. So what this is it's supposedly your rights. Now listen how funny this is. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be provided for you. Do you understand the rights I have just read to you? With these rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me? Which is the cop reading this to you. The dum-dum. So let's break this down. So you have the right to remain silent. And I'm telling you, if you don't remain silent, they're going to use everything they can against you. They're going to use verbal and nonverbal communication. Yes, you can swallow and look down, and they're going to say you're guilty. Basically, you admitted it. So, you know, mental and physical things count. So nonverbal count. I know that's hilarious, isn't it? Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Well, that's right, because they're going to drag your ass in there if you're guilty or not guilty. It doesn't matter. It's going to suck money out of your pocket and your relatives and your friends probably. It says you have a right to hire an attorney. Or no, it says you have a right to an attorney. Yeah, and they're acting like they'll give you one for free. Now, isn't that funny? That the system that's pulverizing you, that's going to use all these tricks on you, are going to give you someone that's supposedly helping you. You know, it's like the fox guarding the hen house type thing. It says one will be provided for you. Yeah, and you're going to have to do exactly what he says, and he's going to put you right in those handcuffs. You know, and I've noticed before, friends and friends of friends have been arrested and their bond was like $500, you know, $750. As soon as the attorney got assigned to the case, it was $500,000 after that, because the attorney's the one that did it to you and did it to them. Okay? And then it says, do you understand the rights as I've just read them to you? So are you going to say yes? Because you have a right to remain silent. So you don't ever understand, is that right? It says, with these rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me? Now, why the hell would you ever speak to them? Makes zero sense. Now, let me give you my spin on this, okay? Why don't you understand these things? Why don't you understand the right to remain silent and read it to the officer? Because you should be figuring out how to legally make him pay, because that's what he's doing to you. He has a firearm. He has a pretend badge to protect him. He has a lawyer. He has an attorney if he does something wrong. You know, if he kills somebody, they give him an attorney. If he does something to a woman alongside the road, they give him an attorney. You know, if he does, you know, extortion or whatever he might do, and then they do it, he gets an attorney for free. What kind of bullshit is that? So maybe if you print this out and keep it above your visor, that you can read it to him when he walks up to the car and he tries to play this manipulation on you. You know, tell him he has the right to remain silent, and his boss will appoint him an attorney if he gets in trouble and does something wrong. And anything he says is going to be used against him. And you're going to turn on your recorder on your phone. Now, if he doesn't have to worry about affording an attorney because they're giving him one for free. So then you ask him, you know, does he understand these rights as you read them to him? Does he wish to speak to you because you don't wish to speak to him? Wouldn't that be appropriate? I believe it would be appropriate. Start understanding their little game and give it back to them. Put it back on them. How can they do anything to you if you do the exact same thing they do? And you have his rights, because you know you want to protect his rights, and you keep this above your visor. I'm just saying for fun. This is hilarious. Please give me a thumbs up. We'll talk to you soon. I'll keep sharing my thoughts with you as long as I can. We'll talk to you soon.